Hi everybody. I'm gonna review with you what we was talking about in our class on Monday. And in the beginning of the class, Highward was decide with us what we should do in our presentation, such as we have to speech our speech between 8 minutes to 12 minutes, and other things. He talks about the translations word. We need to use it in our presentation, and after that the first student was doing his presentation was Jan. His presentation about gay pride, and in the beginning of his presentation, he showed us a short video about Ailey. Ailey, a woman, she was support. She supports her brothers. Her brothers was gay, and she supports other gay people. And then he moved to show us some picture. He was uh, when he went to gay pride, he took these pictures and he wanna share with us the pictures. And after that, he moved to show us the difference between the gay pride and Taiwan and United States. And in his conclusion, he returned back to show us a little or a short video or complete to the first video about Ailey, what she when she was talking about her brother and support other people's. Uh, and also yeah, he talked about the two version of gay flags. The first one, it was with 8 colors, and the second one, it was with seven. It is with 7 colors. Then he ask if we have any question or something like that. He glad to answer that. And after that, the feedback come. Hayward give him some feedback. He also uh, was the first student, so that was hard for him. And but Mr. Hayward was glad about what he do. He was encourage him what he do in the PowerPoint and in conclusion, and all his presentation was perfect, and just he need to just work to the sound, and a little bit he need to speak loudly. That's it about Ian. And after that, coming Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman, he was talking about the TV history, and in the beginning of his presentation, he showed us a small or a little short video about the first video in the YouTube. The first video in the YouTube was in 19, no, not 19, was in April 23, 2005. And after that, he moved to talk about the different kind of channels like CNN, NBC, and after that he moved to talk about the cable channels. And and after that also coming back to talk about the difference between the TV channels and the YouTube, and he wanted to compare between the TV channels and the YouTube. And he gave us a lot of examples, such as you can use the YouTube any times, such as nobody can control what we want to watch, what we want to watch it. Uh, Also, what he said about the YouTube. He think the YouTube more powerful than the TV, and also we can use it any times. And in his conclusion, he show us some picture about the YouTube and what the people using about in the YouTube, and a new channel the YouTube created, like famous channel. They have a famous they have a channel for famous people, and they have a channel for talent people, and they have a lot of channels. So as usually, feedback. Mr. Hayward told him he has a good grammar, good PowerPoint, nice voice, but he need to prove what he's showing us. Because when Abdurrahman talking about YouTube and about the TV channel and all this history and about the difference between the TV, and he doesn't support what he talk about. He doesn't give us a source like according to this or by this I do or I saw in this programs, or he didn't give any supports. And also his PowerPoints need to have complete sentence. He just have a like short sentence or just keyword. That's it about Abdurrahman, and after that we go to Ryan. Ryan, this person, I like his hook. He's really take my attention to his presentation. I was really uh, proud about what he do in his presentation. His also topic about gay pride. He have a three parts in his presentation. Introduce the gay pride and and his experience. Second and third, the difference between gay pride in his country and in the United States too. In the beginning of his presentation, he show us like timelines for the gay pride. Uh, he show us in 1970 they start celebrated, but in 71 nobody celebrated, and in 72 they returned back to celebrate it about the gay pride, and he was wonder why they didn't celebrate in 71. So this his question also he asked himself the question, but he didn't answer this question. He thought maybe like it's a mystery or something like that. So and after that he showed us some pictures in the gay pride when he went in June 23 and 24, in July 23. I'm sorry, in June 23 and 24, and also he showed us what the difference between his country and what people feeling about gay people or in the United States. Uh, uh, in his conclusion, he gave us some pictures in his country. He doesn't know about in his country they celebrate it, and he show us some picture about that. Now we coming back to the feedback. Also, Howard was surprised about his hook. He like his hook, and also he like his PowerPoint, and also he has a nice preview. That's it about Ryan, and now let's to move to fourth students. Fourth students was Natalie. Natalie, she is talking about also about gay pride. She is talking about the three things, the history and the uh, in her presentation she talks about the history and her feeling about gay pride, and the last of her presentation she described the gay pride. She talks about the history about the military when they come to United States in the War Two, uh, and and they start to come to San Francisco specifically, and she told about us the military uh, for as one reason to be San Francisco one of the most famous place for the gay pride. And after that she talk about her feeling, what she feel about the gay peoples, and she think she thinks gay people they are a good people for girls. Yeah, she means a good friends. Yeah, they can help her to care her bags or cooking or do something for she said something about that, but I forgot what she said about. And after that, she described the gay brat. It talks about the crazy day when the people naked they when she went to the gay parade in June. She saw many people naked without any clothes, without anything to cover their body. She was surprised, and she went again in Sunday because she liked the activities in gay parade. So that's it. But as usual, let's back to the feedback. The feedback was the grammar. She was has a nice grammars and nice PowerPoint, and her conclusion and her voice. She needs to work a little bit in her conclusion and her voice, but she do a nice job. And number 5 students was Vega. Vega, she talks about also about gay pride. She talks about the gay pride, how they celebrate it, and she described the colors of the in her presentation. She described the gay pride flag. She said the red for the for sex, and yellow for sunlight, and orange for health, and blue for art and magic, and pink for also sex, I think she said too. And what else about the colors, and she talks about what they wear and what she likes what they wear, and she likes also the balloon they wear it in gay pride, and she talks about the design they made it, and also she talks about the advertising about the gay pride, and many people make cookies and candy and show us she saw some picture about the advertising, and also uh, she talks about some companies they are now support gay pride, like Google and Wells Fargo, and in her conclusion she was so happy in gay pride, and she liked to buy the balloon if she could. The feedback, as usual, she has a nice PowerPoint, and she has a nice preview, and nice diverse skill, and clear pronounce. Uh, that was the feedback. She has a good feedback from Highward. Number 6 student was Knife. Knife, he come with a new subject in, in his presentation. As we know, most of the students talk about the gay pride, but Naif and Abdurrahman talking about different subject. Naif talking about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, he was one as what he say, one of his famous people, or one of his one of his important people in the world. Naif was talking about the 3 things about Stephen Jobs, about strong beliefs, and his successful, and why he is remarkable. And in the beginning, he talked about the history about Stephen Jobs when he started the first computer, or when he started his job, when he started works in computers jobs in 1976, and he was in his he works in his garage family in 1976, as what I say, and after that he created the Apple One. He sold like at I think 300 computers, and after that he Stephen Jobs introduced the Apple II. Apple II was also, as what I say, he is the start for the Apple companies, or the first beginning of Stephen Jobs. Stephen Jobs, the first step was for him, it's make him famous, and many people know him. It was as an I say, it was Apple II, and after that he start Apple III with colors. But the problem with the Apple III, he is the computer was expensive because it was with colors, and nobody buy this computers. So Apple company had to fire Stephen Jobs, and Stephen Jobs didn't give up. As I say, he go and start another company. What we call the name for the company, I think Next, and he works in his company. And after that, 1970, 19, 19, 1996, in 1996 he sold the company to Apple, and he returned to work with Apple in 1997. Uh, he back to Apple, and he is feeling about what Stephen Jobs do, change the life of the people, and also he changed the way of using the cell phone. Uh, he changed the cell phone. He gave us example as cell phone as example. He said in the past people use the cell phone for text or call, but now they use the cell phone for text and call, and send a message, and check website, and take pictures, and many things. Yeah, he said Stephen Jobs was a remarkable person. He do a lot of things about to change the world, to make the world too smart. So he was really proud about Stephen Jobs. The feedback about the knife was a good feedback. He was a good. He has a nice PowerPoint, and nice grammars, and a good translation words, but he needs just to work in the PowerPoint to put a complete sentence. He just put a keyword as other students, so he needs just to work in this things. I wish good luck for everybody. That what I catch from our class. So if I forgot anything or I missed anything, just help me or do anything for me, guys. Thank you for listening. But before when I leave, I will remind you, don't forget the homework. We have a homework about grammars and page 118 and 119. We need to look at the paragraph in 2 pages, and looking for the error and correct the errors. I wish good luck for everybody. Thank you, and thank you for listening. Bye bye, guys. Have a good times.